All right, so let's start. Tiny Creatures, The World of Microbes by Nicola Davies, illustrated by Emily Sutton. I had to share this page. It's just some artwork, but I loved all of the microbes and the different shapes of the microbes. Here's the title page. And then this is the first page. I wonder if people can tell that it's a whale's tail. You know about big animals, and you know about small animals. Here they are all together. But do you know that there are creatures so tiny that millions could fit on this ant's antenna? And then I wanted to show you really close. It's pointing at that little tiny antenna. I wonder, have folks seen ants in real life and seen their antennas? And they're so small. So imagine millions of something. So tiny that we'd have to make the ant's antenna as big as a whale to show them to you. So they made this antenna so big, it's the size of a whale. They don't have eyes, heads, or legs, branches, roots, or leaves, because they aren't animals or plants, but they are alive. They are called microbes, and there are lots of them. Here's a picture of a drop of water. A single drop of seawater can hold 20 million microbes. That's about the same as the number of people in New York State. So seawater means like water you could find at the beach, or if you went on a boat on the ocean. And New York State, that's where we live. And here's some more folks in New York. And a teaspoon of soil. So here's soil. That's a fancy word for dirt. A teaspoon of soil can have as many as 1 billion microbes. That's about the same as the number of people in the whole of India. India is a country in Asia, and there's 1 billion people there. Microbes live everywhere, in the sea, on land, in the soil, and in the air. They live in places where nothing else does. They live in volcanoes, or inside rocks, or at the back of your fridge. They also live on the outside and inside of plants and animals. Right now, there are more microbes living on your skin than there are people on Earth. And there are 10 or even 100 times as many as that in your stomach. I don't know if you knew that there's so many billions of microbes who live on you. You're their home. But don't worry. Although some microbes make you sick, the ones that live in you and on you all the time help keep you well. So there are microbes that are good for you. But even though they are too small to see, they are not all the same. There are lots of different kinds, more than there are different kinds of animals and plants. Some are tinier than others, as different in size as ants and whales. So this small red dot here is called the polio virus, and it's one of the smallest microbes. Polio was a virus that used to make a lot of people sick. And then this is something called a Paramecium. It's 2,000 times bigger than the polio virus. So here's the whole page so you can see that this is the Paramecium next to the polio. Some microbes are round. Some are skinny. Some look like shells. Some are squishy. Some have wiggling tails. Some look like daisies. Some look like spaceships. Some look like necklaces. Microbes can eat anything, plants, animals, alive or dead, even oil and rocks. They're too small to have mouths, so they just soak up what they need through their skin. So in this picture, everything here could have microbes on it or in it. That's why the things microbes eat don't disappear in bites. They change slowly into something else. So food turns into compost, milk turns into yogurt. When you add microbes to the food and when you add microbes to the milk, they change. Microbes turn rocks into soil. And when microbes are well fed, they are really, really good at making more microbes. They simply split so that where there was one, 20 minutes later, there are two, and then 4, and then 8, and then 16. Starting with just one microbe of a type called E. coli, which of course would be far too small for you to see, it would take 11.5 hours for there to be enough E. coli to fill this space. So they filled the whole page of the book. And 20 minutes later, they would split and double to fill this space. So 2 pages of the book, because they doubled. That's why it takes only a few of the wrong kind of microbes, the kind we call germs, to get into your body to make you sick. There's a mosquito biting people. They get in through your mouth or through a cut, or sometimes through an insect's bite. Then inside you, where they are warm and well fed, they split and split and split until just a few germs have turned into thousands, then millions. They're still tiny, but there are enough of them to make you feel sick. Oh, they're not feeling well. So it's best to stop them from getting in. Luckily, only a few kinds of microbes can make humans sick. That's us. Most microbes are busy doing other things. And look, they're washing their hands to get rid of those microbes. And because microbes are so good at making more microbes, some of the things they do are very, very big. They can wear down mountains and build up cliffs. They can stain the sea red, turn the sky cloudy, and make snowflakes grow. And because microbes are so good at making more microbes, some of the things they do are very, very big. They can wear down mountains, build up cliffs. Oh, didn't I already read that? I just wanted to show you the whole picture. They recycle everything that dies to make soil so that new life can sprout. And they help make our air good to breathe. So here's the garden they made that microbes helped with. And this is the last page. All over the earth, all the time, tiny microbes are eating and eating and splitting and splitting, changing one thing into another. They are the invisible transformers of our world, the tiniest lives doing some of the biggest jobs. And that's the end.